Hey everyone, I'm Coach Kozac from HasFit, and today I'm going to show you some exercises to help you get rid of that double chin. Now it's true you can't spot reduce fat, but what we can do is strengthen and tone the neck muscles by using the neck flex. The neck flex is an excellent piece of equipment that allows us to isolate the muscles in the neck to help you firm and tone the area. When I'm all done demonstrating these exercises, go ahead and click the link in the video description. It'll send you over to HasFit's website where we have all the workout instructions laid out. And be sure to check out the neckflex.com for information on how you can get your very own. Alright, let's get started. Alright, before we start the exercises, we're going to start with some stretches. The first stretch we're going to do is going to be a neck extension. So just standing straight up and down, shoulders are square, head looking straight ahead. We're going to tilt our head back, bringing our chin to the ceiling slowly. In controlled fashion. And slowly back to square. Feel a nice stretch as you tilt your chin back. And don't forget to breathe. The second stretch we're going to do is going to be a neck flexion. So it's going to be the opposite. We're still starting with good posture. Our shoulders are square. Now we're going to bring our chin down. And again, breathing the whole time. I want you to bring your chin to the point where you start to feel the stretch, but not to the point where it starts to hurt. Nice and controlled. And the last one we're going to do is a neck side bend. Again, keeping good posture, shoulders are square to start. And I don't want you to dip your shoulders on these ones. So go ahead and keep your shoulders in the same spot the whole time. I want you to bring your ear to your shoulder, not your shoulder to your ear. And then to the opposite side, again, controlled. Get to the point where you feel a nice stretch, but not to the point where you feel pain. Alright, great job. Let's get on to the workout. Alright, as you can see, I've put on my neck flex and I've attached the carabiners and the bands to each side. So when I'm going to do movements that are moving forward and back, carabiners are going to be attached to the sides, and when I'm doing side-to-side movements, they're going to be attached to the front and to the back. So the first thing we're going to do is going to be a neck extension from our hands and knees. So I'm down on all fours. Going to keep a good solid posture, back is straight. We're going to go ahead and grab the band on each side, place our hands shoulder width apart, and press down on the band. Next we're going to do a neck extension exercise, starting with looking at the ground. We're going to roll our head back, tilt our chin to the ceiling, and back to starting position. Now there's no race while performing these repetitions. I want to use a nice controlled movement and feel the contraction throughout. Don't forget to breathe. And as I said earlier, when I'm all done demonstrating the exercises, you can go ahead and click the link in the video description and go to HasFit's website where I have all the reps and sets laid out. Alright, that's the first one. That's the neck extension from our hands and knees. Alright, the next one on the list is a seated neck flexion exercise. This is an antagonistic or an opposite movement of the last one we just did. We're going to start with the carabiners attached to each side. We have good posture. We're going to put our feet out, straight out in front of us. We're going to press down on the ground, on the band. Good posture, shoulders are square. Now I'm going to go ahead and tilt my head back, bring my chin to the ceiling, and then bring my chin forward into my chest. Go ahead and repeat that movement slowly, let it come back, and fight that resistance forward. Bring your chin into your chest. Now everybody's going to have a different range of motion on this. You can get it all the way forward and all the way back, that's great, but don't fight it. Go ahead and do whatever it is that you can do comfortably. Don't forget to breathe and move nice and controlled throughout. All right, excellent. On to the next one. All right, next we're going to do a seated side bend exercise. So the carabiners need to be moved. We've already moved the one to the back, and the second one needs to be moved to the front. As you can see, it's really easy to adjust. We're going to start on our side. I'm going to grab equal amounts of band on each side. Get on my forearm. And the more difficult you want to make this, the more band you can grab, the easier you want to make it, grab less band. So starting with good posture, abs are tight. We're going to pull our ear to our shoulder, not bringing our shoulder to our ear, but just bringing our ear to our shoulder. Repeating the movement, nice and controlled. And breathing throughout, again, keeping that controlled movement so we can really feel that contraction. And go to the point where you feel the resistance, but not to the point where it starts to hurt in a bad way. We're going to do equal repetitions on each side, and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, we're back on our feet for the next one. As you can see, I have my carabiners moved back to the side. We're going to do a standing isometric neck flexion exercise. So isometric or iso is a fancy way of saying we're just going to do a hold. So instead of doing the entire movement, we're just going to hold and feel the resistance. So grabbing the band behind our back, we're going to pull down, and this is going to pull my head backwards, and we're going to fight against that resistance and just keep our head square, looking straight ahead. So right now, I'm pulling the band, and the band is pulling my head back, but I'm going to fight against it and just hold in an isometric contraction. And breathe throughout this entire contraction. Okay, next, we're going to move the band to the front. We're going to do the exact opposite or antagonistic. The carabiners stay on the sides, but this time we're going to do a standing isometric extension exercise. So now we're going to hold the band in front with two hands. And we're going to pull forward as our head maintains square. So again, the band's wanting to pull my head forward, but instead, we're just going to maintain square, flex, and breathe. Feel those neck muscles working the entire time to keep your head nice and square. The more band you grab, the harder you can make it, so you get to choose your difficulty level based on your neck strength. And then the last one we're going to do is going to be from the side. We're going to need to move our carabiners to the front and to the back. As you can see, really easy to adjust. And we're going to do a side isometric. So now we're holding one arm out to the side. I'm going to pull this way and fight my head back to square. And again, the more band you grab, the harder it is. The less band you grab, the easier it will be. And we're just going to hold, contract, keeping your shoulders square and head square. And don't forget to breathe throughout. And when we're all done with the prescribed time, go ahead and switch sides and do the exact same movement on the opposite side. All right, excellent. Excellent work, everybody. If you're serious about wanting to lose your double chin, then I highly recommend you go on over to neckflex.com and pick yourself up a NeckFlex. Because the truth is, there's nothing else on the market like it. If you like today's workout, make sure you check out Hasfit's website where we have hundreds of additional free workouts. We have our free meal plans to lose or gain weight, as well as our complete 30 to 90 day fitness programs. Please do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll really help us keep this great service free. Like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter for the best daily motivation. And while you're at it, stop by our store, pick up a poster or a t-shirt, whatever it takes to help you stay motivated and on track. I'm Coach Kozac from Hasfit, and I'll see you at your next workout.